Achuta. Donga dijo, donga kunga. Ona kundes. Mucho shakbakat. Kieno no takunjus takniki grabumoto. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank. Wale oganda naru chuchut. Olisha ponka bola wana chike. Amule slimo. Podadara nanga kumbis. Mule rabes. Jedo wana nigibobo. Donga bunsha nunya, donga dukashmak talea. Donga digo, donga kunga. Wana kunbeyes chimbalka chikun idaho donga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Spimo podona. Tong haitwang jiji dumplumpa. Nita poe tikitu. Dolpa da bonqualeo gandona chuchu. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Dunga digo donga kunga. Wana kunbeyes ching palamule. Tungimba muda. Tugni kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Simo podona. Dunga digo donga kun honkabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tungking ba nunutek tugning ka chikun ita hodonga iking kuno ba mulera chikun simo podona runga di hodonga kun honkabi Wana kunbez ching palamule tungking ba nunutek ka chikun ita hodonga Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Simo podona rundio dunga ku hunkabe. Runda diho dunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning mucho shak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rach.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusov. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? I guess under this... Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by if you have any need of my services. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Goldanetic, Rickard Lusov, and Handan Gul. I have also had time to... Is there any information you... My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single... Is there any other... These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Yeah, what do you want? Your choice.
Akupa Jacob. Ronda dijo donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching ta kun just takmiki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Jedo badwana nidi bobo. Tong na bungsha nunya. Tong patukashmak talea. Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Human mujishat pakant. Kiyeno. Ronda dijo donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamu. Mujishat pakant. Ta kun just takmiki. Ta jedo tong. Ronda dijo donga kun hankabi. Jedo badwana nidi bobo. Tong na bungsha nunya. Tong ta kun just takmiki. Ronda. Ta kun jedo tong. Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Ta kun just takmiki grabul mogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Tolbabank waleo ganda naru. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Ikin kuno pamulerachi. Mujishat pakant. Kiyeno no namapaole.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operation. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to... Well, kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Right. So, you Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Baluk guy. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? I know him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see... Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run, I don't know if I mentioned it. Of course.
쟤도 봐도 와는 이기 보고 동 카치군 이다 동가 이킹군 오빠 룬드 동하이원 룬드 무주샷 박한 기노노 남아 룬드 동하이원
Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information? According to the municipal authorities near the Garrow spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a camp. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other... There. Is there any... There.
So, what do you want to... Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, it may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course.
다 공주 스타크미키 그라블 모고 같이 주이다 보동가 돌도방 원래 오간다 나루 추추트 먹으샤 본가 몰라 원하 지게 와물레 슬리모 같이 군이다 동가 이킹군오 무주샷 박한
Is there any other information? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a sing. Even an Irias can take a man. How can I be of further assistance? Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. No, no. I hope you don't find that in. Normally, I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Medic, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder...
Well, if you can't keep her, it's your own fault.
But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not... It may have been my own fault for driving my... I was... Of course.
Ronda dijo donga kun hankabi. Wanapta kunja stachmiki grabel mogo. Kach. Ronda dijo donga kun Ronda dijo ta.
Is there any other... I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem... Is there any other... Very well.
dijo donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Ka chikun ita donga. Iking kuno pamulerachi. Muchashak pakat.
Is there any... I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become... We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information? Very well.
So, what do you want to... Well, right.
How can I be of further assistance? Of course.
Kupa. Tong abo. Ronda dijo donga kun. Ronda dijo donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunutek. Tugning chatukune mule rabes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong na bungsha ni nunya. Tong patukashmak talea. Ta kunjus takniki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong na bungsha.
I can leave now, then?
What? No. If I'm going, I'm not going alone. You don't know what you've done. Look, I came out here, I admit, to kill Calder, but so did Rickard. He must have thought it was Calder when he shot and hit me. So I'm going to prison, but I shouldn't be going alone. Did you idiots have to let the slime ball go?
Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunut kachi kun ita hodonga.
Yes, you tentacle-headed I came out here and killed Calder, but Rickard was here to do that too, and he shot me by mistake.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikitu. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulerachi kun. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolbe kikui.
Another Jedi. I'm Rickard Lusov. Maybe you can... Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it then, so I shoot it and... So why don't you get...
Ah, greeting. I'm... Why? How can I be... I know it, Master... Of course.
Greetings, if you have, is there any other in... Very well.
So... I told you already, didn't I? Was in my... Now I... So... Right.
Runda di rotonga kun Runda takum jedum tong mucho shakpak. Tong haitwam jiji jum takum just takniki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oga. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulerachi kun. Mucho shakpak. Kiye no dama paule.
How can I be of further... I know him a little bit, but... Of course.
So... Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other. We were at... Can I leave? Right.
Is there any other information you... The Southwood Speeder rental business has... Is there any other information... According to other... Is there... Very...
Onda dijo donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching balamule tunking ka chikun ita donga. Iking onda dijo donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching balamule. Ka chikun ita donga. Iking kuno. Onda dijo donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching. Jedo ba wana ni di bobo. Tong ha. Onda. Taco.
How can I be of... But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill my wife. But I was just... Of course.
So. Now, I don't love Calder. We've been... Right.
Is there any... The Southwood Speeder rental... Is there any other... Is there... Very...
Kupa Chekopa. Taco Mut. Taco.
How can I be of further... That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew. I hardly have enough money to afford even an Erie as can take. I would most of... How can I... How could... You know,
Well, if you can't...
But it may have been... I was just out... Of course.
Is there any... I thought... Is there... Wait, is there any... Is there... Very...
So. That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this always...
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right. So. Right.
Kupa Chekopa. Gino Mule. Onda dijo donga kuta kunjus tahmiki grabel mogo. Kachichu itabo donga. Tolbabank. Onda dijo donga kun.
Is there any other information you... I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report. Is there any other information? We can... Is there any other... Very well.
How can I be of... I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard... Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to any... A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. Injured? No. Of course.
Kupa Chekopa. Onda di ka chikun ita do. Muchashak part5. Kieno no.
Is there any other... I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. The blood on the weapon is definitely not colder. We cannot... Is there any other information? Very well.
How can I be of further... Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. Oh, no. I hope you don't... normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder... Mr. Medic, he was not a very nice person. Not a very... I had my...
Well, if you can't keep her, it's your own fault.
But, as much as I may hate him, it may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I was just out running, trying to clear my... Of course.
So. Well, kind of. Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping. We've been partners in that business. Right. So, what? Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard. We were actually business partners. Can I leave now? Now, we've been... So. Right.
Hey, what are you doing?
Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba tong abom sha umnina. Ta kunjus takmiki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Bogesha ponka. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Simo podonar de hodunga kun. Unda di hodunga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba mute. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto temi. Tempo takunjus takmiki grabul mogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchu. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchut. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikue.
I must give you my thanks. I have spoken to the council, and they have held Quattro's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I I was foolish to believe I could harm a master. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. Quattro wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see... Quattro's methods may seem strange, but I trust her wisdom. This lesson has been difficult, but I am better because of it. Humility is never easy.
You can't expect to get everything handed to you on a silver platter.
After our last battle, Quattro had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then, when I left, Quattro knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed.
Giving you a second chance like this is a clear sign of weakness. Sometimes I find it hard to believe the Jedi could defeat my people.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to go to Master Jar and inform him that Juhani has returned.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, but though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was Quattro's. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi.
Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now it is time. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan... Be sure to bring Bastila with you. There is a powerful link between you, and you will need to draw strength from each other during the trials ahead.
I demand justice! The Central family is a blight upon Dantooine!
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing! How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible
You Jedi are good for nothing but talk! I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own!
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look in. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral.
Your study and training are important, of course, but the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our...
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time. Something which carries its own rewards.
Yeah?
Yes?
Sure.